The Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. This was back in the mid-1970s. The airport was fairly new. In those days, when you pulled up to the first part of the airport entrance, you got a little ticket. It was your parking ticket, and it would determine how much you would pay once you drove probably another 10 miles actually to the terminal, picked up your people, and then came back through. I got the little ticket, and as I was driving to the terminal to pick him up, I had this just panic come over me because I realized I did not have any money with me that day. Now, you know, there are times I don't have a lot of money with me, but this day I didn't have a dime, I didn't have a dollar, I had nothing, no money. I just don't typically carry a lot of cash, well, I had no cash on me. And those were the days you couldn't use a credit card to get out, you couldn't write a check. They took one and only one thing: cold, green cash. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? But first thing, I had to pick Jerry Vines up. So I pull up to the terminal. He comes out. I put his bag in my car. I introduce myself a little bit, and I'm panicking all this time. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? As we're driving toward the exit, I'm thinking to myself, there's really only one of two options. I see the gate coming up before me. I figure, here are my options. First thing, I could floor the accelerator, bust through the gate, and hope he never noticed. The only other option I had was to turn to him and say, Dr. Vines, excuse me, but I wonder if maybe I could borrow a couple of bucks to get us out of the airport here. I didn't bring any money with me. Could you loan me $2 and I'd be able to get us out of the airport? He looked over at me graciously, but still with that look that sort of said, what kind of dipstick did they send out here to pick me up anyway? The boy doesn't even have $2 to his name. He very graciously reached into his wallet and got $2 and handed it to me. I paid the $2. I was so humiliated. I mean, this attempt that I was going to have of impressing him with what a smart guy I was and asking him these intelligent questions, all that melted. I was going to take him the long way to the hotel so I could spend more time with him. Instead, I wanted to go the shortest distance possible, get him there as quickly as possible. I drove like this so he wouldn't recognize my face. When we finally got to the hotel and I got his bag out, and I said, Dr. Vines, I promise I'll get the $2, I'll pay you back. I'm so embarrassed, and I thank you very much for taking care of that. And he just looked over, he said, oh, don't worry about that, son. He said, now what was your name? I said, my name is Phil Bryant. Okay, so I didn't say that, but if I'd known Phil Bryant then, I would have said that. I would have said anything in the world because I was just completely embarrassed by the entire experience. And as I was driving away, I thought, Lord, why was I humiliated like this? You know what? God teaches me the most powerful things through the simple moments of my life. I'm sure you find it true. You look for something big, and sometimes it's something easy and simple right in front of us. And as I was driving away, it was as if God was just saying, you know something? That's not the only time you're going to come before a gate. This life's going to end for you someday, and you're going to be at another gate. A whole lot more important than getting out of the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. You're going to be at the gate of heaven. And you pull up there, and you're not going to have what you need to get in, because what you need to get in is not goodness, it's perfection. Heaven is not a place of good people, it's a place of perfect people. I don't know if you've checked your life lately, I've checked mine. I don't measure up.
Welcome back to What's Happening Gulf Coast. We're here at the first annual HOG Ride at the Trent Lott International Airport. This is the Home of Grace Ride to raise awareness for what goes on with the Home of Grace here year-round, right here on the Gulf Coast. Let's see if we can get a chance to talk to some of the bikers today. Sir, first of all, tell us what you're riding.
It's a 2009 Super Glide Custom. Just did 10,000 miles on it. Got my maintenance on it last night. So
that is a beautiful bike, I have to say. How did you come to be involved with the HOG Ride?
Well, our pastor, I attend Woodhaven Baptist Church in Ocean Springs, and our pastor is associated with it, and our church has supported that organization. So
it was a no-brainer just to get a chance to ride?
Besides, I work for Northrop Grumman, and they're one of the sponsors.
That's awesome. We appreciate you taking some time for us. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
Philip Goforth.
Philip, we appreciate you talking with us. Well, what are you riding? Tell us what you're riding today.
I'm riding a 600 Shadow. I don't know, I've had it for about a year, and I heard about the ride they were doing for the Home of Grace, when I got it in the mail, and I was just excited about it.
Well, what's your name? I'm sorry, I should have.
Wendy Mims.
Well, Wendy, we appreciate you coming out today and supporting the event. I want you to have a safe ride.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to step away. We're going to be right back. Maybe get a chance to talk with some of the political officials that are here today. So don't touch that remote. Happening Gulf Coast. As you can hear the hogs firing up in the background. I got 2 beautiful, 3, 4, 5 beautiful ladies here from the Home of Grace. These are ladies who are going through the program. Which one of y'all want to talk? Somebody want to give me a few words?
Hey, I'll do it.
That's your few words? Hey, I'll do it.
Hey, I'll do it.
First of all, I seen you sing in the choir. Are you one of the women that's in the program?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell me a little bit about what the Home of Grace means to you?
Ooh, it means my life is back on track. So it's all good.
So you thoroughly believe in the program?
Oh, thoroughly. We're graduating Friday.
Friday, so I think that's a day and a wake up, as it says?
Day and a wake up. That's right.
That's correct.
That's right. Or 48 hours, really.
So that's awesome. So, the first annual Hog Ride it's got to be moving for y'all to see it, to see all the people in the community come out and support the very program, the very recovery program that's helped y'all to get to where you are now.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, give us your names.
I'm Evelyn Del Cambry.
I'm Erica Moore.
Erica Moore.
Amanda Wright.
Amanda. Who all we have over here?
Jennifer Chapman. DJ Mason.
Brandy Casey.
And I tell you, we've got a bunch of beautiful ladies.
Danielle.
Ladies, we appreciate y'all giving us a few words. We appreciate y'all coming out and support today. We'll be right back. What's happening, Gulf Coast? The motorcycles are all, everybody's loading up, they're getting ready to go. And as we stepped over here, we seen that there was some sheriff's bikes that were not of our county. Jones County. Could you tell us how you got involved with this?
Well, the sheriff's department, I work for the governor's office, so we was called in on this to help.
That's awesome. This is an incredible event. This is an incredible event. We really are glad to see so many people get involved in it, especially people coming from all over, from Jones County. It's wonderful to see not only people from our community, but other communities that believe in what we're doing right here in Jackson County.
That's true. We need that.
And you say you work for the governor's office?
Yes.
And what is your name?
Paul Summerall.
Well, Mr. Summerall, we appreciate you coming down today.
We appreciate being here.
Thank you much. Welcome back to What's Happening Gulf Coast. I'm here with Stephen Palazzo, who is running for Congress right here in this district. How did you come to be involved with this, Mr. Stephen?
Well, Lieutenant Governor Phil Bryant, mentioned it to us of what they were going to be doing, and I know Larry Hammonds, the public relations official for the Homes of Grace, and he invited us to come out here today. It's a noble and very worthy cause, and I was quite honest. I was wanting to see Mike Huckabee up close and personal. He's a fabulous speaker, and I think he'd make a great president. He's the kind of person we need to help us get back to a God-centered, limited government and the values our nation was founded upon. And if you had an opportunity to hear him today, you would realize that's true.
I did. We did get a chance to hear him, and he is a dynamic speaker. There's no doubt about that. And it was nice to see that he came down here to support an event like this. Those of us that live in our community know exactly what the Home of Grace does down here, but it's nice to see that people outside of our community recognize that as well.
Well, to kick off this is going to probably be an inaugural event and have all these bikers out here behind us. There'd be no better person than him to come down here and kick this off. And I think it's going to just get bigger and bigger every year, and probably have people are going to be fighting to come down here and lead it off.
Well, tell us a little bit about your campaign. How is it going? We know that we know what your stances are on quite a few things, but just give us a little bit of insight of who you are.
Well, I was born and raised on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I'm a Marine veteran, Persian Gulf War, Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I'm a CPA and a small business owner. I've been down here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast my entire life. I'm a graduate of Southern Miss. I've got my master's. Southern Miss to the top. Friday night, they better put a hurting on Kansas. And but I'm just our campaign's about putting Mississippi families first and not the same corrupt politics of Washington D.C. as usual. A lot of people just say it's just time for a change. All incumbents need to go. Democrats who are keeping the party in power, which are passing all this job-killing legislation and basically taking away our God-given freedoms. It's time for them to go.
How do you feel about the expiration of the Bush tax cuts?
It's gonna hurt us. I mean, we're already Mississippi's an 11% unemployment. We need to be cutting taxes even deeper. We need to make those tax cuts permanent. Make tax cuts even deeper. When more money's in your pocket, you're going to spend it or you're going to expand your business. All this is going to do is hurt small businesses and job creation. What they need to be doing, if they are serious about creating jobs, they would repeal Obamacare. They would give up on cap and trade, stop the spending, make the tax cuts permanent, and reform our litigation in our society. And then we will get back to American prosperity and create jobs. You know, Ronald Reagan did it in the 80s. We had 20 to 25 years of unprecedented economic growth and job creation. We can do it. It works. We just got to do it. The private sector is going to lead the way, not the federal government.
Well, give me just a little bit of insight. Best case scenario, you win the seat. What's the first thing you want to try to accomplish when you reach the?
Well, the first thing I'm done after I'm sworn in is I'm going to fire Nancy Pelosi as Speaker of the House and restore conservatives to Congress. And, of course, if those same conservatives don't lead us, or if they steer us down the wrong road, we're going to get rid of them too. But the main thing is just getting back to a God-centered limited government and the values our nation was founded upon. It's that simple. It's worked well for this country for over 234 years. Every time we've gotten away from those basic principles, we've gotten into trouble. And you can see with the economy and the fact that we're about to, not only this country is going to be financially bankrupt, but we're almost spiritually bankrupt if we're not careful. So,
well, I definitely think we have taken God out of government. I understand the whole purpose of separation of church and state, but I don't think that was for the purpose of taking religion out of government. I think it was the purpose of taking government out of religion.
Well, you and I agree on that. My only interpretation was the federal government couldn't create a federal church or a state church or national church. It was for you to be able to, each different religious Christian sects to be able to, Presbyterian not being better than the Southern Baptists or the Catholics. That's all that was. And, most of our problems in our country, I think when we took God out of public schools and we took it out of public discussion, we've gone straight down. And now we can't even discipline kids. So you took God out of schools, you took discipline out of schools. Look at our youth today. They need hope and opportunity, but I think we've shortchanged them by taking those principles away when in the earlier formative years of their career.
I agree, and we in a case like today where we have everybody come together to help promote this incredible bunch of people up at the Home of Grace. I think that's one thing that they've realized is if you want to help people, you got to like Mr. Huckabee, Governor Huckabee said, you don't bring them to know to religion, you bring them to know their personal Savior. And when they get that connection, that spiritual connection, that's when they find the place where they need to be. And I think our government needs to be in the exact same place. I think our government needs to go to rehab.
Well, absolutely. Political correctness has killed our country. As soon as they've taken God and talking about Jesus and Christian principles out of our public policy discussions, you've seen the damage, and it's not irreparable. I think we can go back and we can fix the problems, but if we don't do it quick, it's going to be too late.
Stephen, I appreciate you taking some time with us.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to coming back, and just keep in mind if anybody wants to get in touch with us, we're at palazzoforcongress.com, and I look forward to talking with anybody that wants to give us a call. Need their support, need their vote come November 2nd.
Very good. God bless. The Hog Ride has begun. The first annual Home of Grace Hog Ride has begun. It's been a great success. We've seen so many people within our community have come out to support the Home of Grace today. People not only within our community, but from all around the state and all around the United States. We got to saw Governor Huckabee from Arkansas speak earlier. He did a dynamic speech. We urge you to get involved in your community, support things like the Home of Grace, and keep staying tuned to WGUD.